Welcome everybody. Today we're going to meet the new owners of a beautiful farmhouse located in the countryside of Le Marche region. We are in the province of Macerata and in the municipality of Campo Rotondo di Fiastrone. The clients come from the US and they are Susan and Judd Bradshaw. So let's go meeting them. So welcome. I'm very pleased to finally meet you. I know that you have recently purchased a beautiful farmhouse in the countryside of the Marche region. The name of the farmhouse is Casale San Marco. And first of all, I would like to start by getting to know you a little more in deep. So what do you do in your life? What is your job, for example?
Go ahead.
Well, we own a business. We own two businesses, actually. One is a sales business. We sell a lot of candy. And the other one is a business where we go into grocery stores and change out the shelves. So it's called the merchandising business. So that's what we do for a living.
And where do you live?
Park City, Utah.
Oh, wow. How did you decide to purchase a property in the central Italy?
That's a great question. People ask us that all the time. I think initially we were looking at Tuscany, probably like most Americans or people from other countries, because that's the only one they ever hear of. And then we started looking on your site online and the Great Estate site, and we saw homes in Marche that we really liked. They were a little more updated, I guess. We found that the region was less touristy, and the prices were good, and it was really beautiful. So that's why we decided to purchase where we did in Le Marche.
Okay, so first of all, how did you get in touch with the group of Great Estate?
Actually, I was on a Facebook page called Renovate Italy.
Okay.
And one of the members recommended Great Estates as being a very good realty company. So, and she pretty much recommended Roberto. So I contacted Roberto and we started from there.
Okay, so indeed, my next question would be addressed to Roberto. I know that he was your trusted advisor for Great Estate. And why did you decide to sign property finder contract with him?
Basically on the recommendation of some people from that Facebook page said you guys did everything. And Roberto was very good at what he did.
And when we initially contacted him, he responded quickly. He answered all of our questions even before we signed the contract. So he didn't even have the business at that point, but he was very responsive.
So what do you think about the assistance you received from him?
Oh, it's probably the most comprehensive assistance we've received from any realtor ever. He helped get our
Codice Fiscale.
Thank you.
Okay.
when we were trying for months to get it here from the Italian consulate, and he got it in one day.
Yes. Yeah. So he helped do that. He and his assistant Stefano helped set up the bank accounts. They transferred over all the utilities. They couldn't have done any more, or he couldn't have done any more, or than we could ever ask for.
And he really worked hard, and he listened to us initially in the process.
Mm-hmm.
He did a number of video tours and virtual tours for us, and really explained a lot of things. And that's we were a little nervous buying, not seeing a property. So as you can imagine, but he made us very comfortable.
So talking about the virtual tour you made with Roberto, what is your opinion about the service of Grid Estate?
Amazing.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say a 10.
Okay, so you say that you were quite scared, of course, to purchase a property without seeing that in person. How did Roberto manage to get you comfortable in doing that? Would you ever imagine to have purchased a home staying in the US and without see that home in person?
Well, actually, it was interesting when we first asked him to go to La Marque. He was like, no, you don't want to go there. No, Tuscany, Umbria. And so finally he went through 4 houses and he videotaped every house. So he would drive from the closest town to the house, videotape all the grounds, and then he'd go floor by floor. Mm-hmm. And it was really a great video. I mean, it was from kind of as you walk into a house, what you would see, and then it would flow from room to room. So it made it very easy to see what was going on. And then from that point on, after the house we actually ended up buying, Roberto would go to the next house and say, yeah, this is nice, but not as nice as the house in Marque. Or this is really cool, but not quite as nice as the house in Marque. So we actually sold Roberto on the house in Marque.
Okay. So talking about the house you purchased in the Marque region, what were the main features of this house? What made you decide this house more than the others?
I think it was a couple things. We wanted some land, and so it had the right amount of land. But honestly, a lot of the houses in the Marque were more wide open. And maybe that's just a thing that Americans like, kind of that wide space. The kitchen was incredible. We looked at a lot of homes in Tuscany, some older farm homes, and it was very closed in and dark. And this house was very light and airy and had a great kitchen. It had the number of rooms we wanted and price was right. So there was a lot of different factors, but I would say the interior of the home sold us.
Yeah.
Okay, so according to your experience, how would you rate your purchasing experience in Italy and with Grid Estate?
I couldn't ask for anything more. I mean, Roberto, from, like Susan said, from day one was really attentive. He listened to what we wanted. He worked hard to find what we wanted. And then from the process of finding the house all the way through signing the papers in October, he was in constant communication, kind of letting us know the process, what we needed to do, kind of all the ins and outs. And I think the thing that impresses me the most is now that we actually own the house, they're still doing stuff to help make sure the transition rolls smoothly. I mean, changing all the utilities, getting just stuff set up was amazing. He even helped us find a chef for when we were there on vacation. He Grid Estates and Roberto went way overboard.
I think so too. And Stefano and Bianca were amazing too. So Stefano even called us the other day and said, you might have something in your mailbox from one of the utilities. Would you let us know where the key is? And so he was going to drive over there and check our mailbox. And that's above and beyond.
Yeah.
So they made it very painless.
Okay, so to conclude this beautiful interview, I would like to know, but I think to know the answer already, if you would like to recommend Grid Estate to other international clients that, as you did, would like to purchase a second home in Italy.
Oh yeah, you could give them our number and they could call us.
Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for the time you gave me, and I hope to meet you soon in person here in our beautiful areas.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You too.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.